Welcome to another episode of Eatin' with Joe. Let's have a cocktail, shall we? Welcome back. I'm on Soundstage A at the brand new Eatin' with Joe studios located at the world headquarters right here in Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan. Before we get started, remember, if you like what you're seeing, like it, share it with someone you think would like this video, hit that big beautiful subscribe button below, click that notification bell so you never miss another episode. Now everybody here at Eatin' with Joe loves a good handmade cocktail. In fact, the entire staff of Eatin' with Joe has gone through a rigorous education and training in the art of cocktailing, where we learned everything from a whiskey press to a golden Cadillac. We can tell the difference between a 12-year and an 18-year-old Scotch. I mean, it's right there on the label. And we enjoy a good cocktail as much as the next person. So you can imagine our skepticism when we heard about the latest and greatest trends on the market. Pre-made canned cocktails ready to drink. Just add ice. Vodka cucumber lemonade. Drink out of the can or just add ice. Gin and apple cucumber cocktail. Pre-made mojito. Actually, this one looks kind of good. But today we're going to concentrate on the brown spirits. Brown spirits are more of a sipping cocktail. Your Manhattans, your old fashions. People that enjoy a good brown spirit are sippers. They take their time. They know what they like. They know how they want it made. You know, snobs. And here's a couple good ones that I found. Old fashioned Manhattan. The theory is they're pre-mixed, they're perfect. Pour them over ice, garnish, ready to cocktail. So I'm turning this skepticism into an episode. I'm going to compare a pre-made cocktail with a handmade cocktail. I'm going to make them, I'm going to drink them, and I'm going to give you my recommendation. I'm doing this all for you. So what do I make? The old-fashioned? The Manhattan? Well, if you look up what an old-fashioned is, there are a lot of different variations. Different whiskeys, different cordials, still water, sparkling water, different garnishes. The range of what can be considered an old-fashioned is just too big. So we're going to stick with the Manhattan. The Manhattan is very straightforward. Whiskey, sweet vermouth, bitters, garnish. That's it. Now you can have a bourbon or a sweeter whiskey, or a rye, or more of a smoky or spicy whiskey. Today the pre-made features a rye, so I'm going to use a rye. Now here's where we're going to differ. The pre-made has sherry in it. Nope, I'm going sweet vermouth. Ask any expert, here's your winner. Now this just says bitters. I'm assuming they mean Angostura bitters. If you got a bar at home, this is what you should have on hand. And that's it. Let's make them and see what happens. All right, let's clear off the clutter. Step one, get these glasses chilled. Step two, this is where the magic happens. Here's a pro tip. If you're ever mixing a cocktail and it does not have a cream-based ingredient in it, there's no reason to shake it. The only reason to shake a cocktail is when it has some sort of cream in it, and you really got to shake it to mix it up. Cocktail I'm making today, no cream whatsoever in it. All it needs is a gentle stir. All right, cocktail number one, canned. All right, this cocktail is from Dash Fire. Good old-fashioned pop top. Just that easy. Alcohol's already in. Sweetener's already in. Bitters is already in. All I need to do is give it a good stir. And of course, cocktail number one, ready to go. Now let's really see how it's done. Templeton Rye. But wait, Joe, you're not measuring your shots. No, I'm not. Again, years of rigorous training. Sweet vermouth. Not too much. 1, 2 dashes of bitters. And again, a gentle stir. Now, there are two schools of thought on a Manhattan. You're already putting a sweetening agent into it in the form of sherry or sweet vermouth. So, if you use the bourbon, is it going to be way too sweet? Or if you use the rye, is it going to offset with that sweet vermouth? I like their choice of using the rye. That way it's not overly sweet. All right, let's see what we have here. Cocktail number 2, we're ready to go. All right, the moment of truth. Let's start with the pre-made canned Manhattan number 1. That's one of the best cocktail cherries you'll ever have. That's good. Like, that is legit good. That sherry is coming through really strong. It's almost like they poured cherry juice in there. Really, really sweet, but really, really good. All right. Here we go. My reputation is at stake. Yeah. All right, the very first thing I noticed is the whiskey taste is coming through a lot stronger in this. I can absolutely tell I used a rye and not a bourbon, because you can taste that a little bit of smoke, that little bit of grit teeth that a rye has versus a bourbon. It is absolutely not overly sweet. I put in less than an ounce of sweet vermouth, so that helps. This is just a fantastic cocktail. I just might break my arm patting myself on the back for that one. That's beautiful. All right, so what did we learn today? The pre-made cocktail is pretty darn good. Listen, in the age of COVID, when you don't want any cross-contamination, but you still want to have people over and have a few cocktails on the back deck, these individual pre-canned cocktails, pour them right over ice, fantastic. But if you're hanging out by yourself at home and you want to enjoy a fantastic Manhattan, it's hard to beat handmade. As always, if you like what you're seeing today, remember to like, remember to share with someone you like to share a cocktail with. Hit that big, beautiful subscribe button below and click that notification bell so you never miss another episode. Thanks for watching. Much appreciated. Here's to you.